Look at Kawakami. Look at her diligently working. I don't even know where we're going tonight. Oh, I guess I can read. We did... I mean, can we do the jazz club? Do you want to try the jazz club? You guys want to do the jazz club? We can do the jazz club. I never touch it. I don't even know who to bring. What is the entrance? Is this the entrance? No, it's down here.
I see.
Tonight's cocktail is the Soul Teeny. Let your soul open up with this cocktail and take yourself to the next level. Pretty good.
What do you want to do?
You want to go listen in? A singer's coming in. It looks like it's going to cost you 30,000. All right, let's invite someone. You know what? What does it do when Futaba goes? You know what? No, we're trying to Riz Haru, so let's...
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a stroll. Just let me know when you're headed home.
Hey.
Oh, it's you. You came here with Ketchy before. My name's Muhan. I'm the manager of the jazz club. I'll welcome any friend of Ketchy's here. But just as the night's sign outside, I can't serve alcohol to high schoolers. Sorry, but you'll have to make do with non-alcohol drinks. That's fine. I'd never be upset about that. But hey, the non-alcoholic drinks taste just as good. The coverage charges 30,000 yen. Okay, that's fine. Sit down anywhere that's open. That said, try not to be disruptive, alright? I am always just as excited about non-alcoholic drinks.
Such a pleasant atmosphere.
This is quite a calming place. The atmosphere is so warm. Thank you for inviting me. I'm pretty excited for the drinks.
Oh.
Hey, over. Looks like there's going to be singing today. It's so wonderful to listen in person. I can feel the words in my heart.
And this drink.
Delicious. Maybe I'll try making one of these myself. Handicrafts are a hobby of mine. Sometimes I do knitting on my own. I think it's fun to start with nothing and then see your creation gradually take form. It's actually kind of similar to raising flowers. I'm not doing her voice because I just started the stream and I don't want my voice dying. Which little effort you can end up with something nice. Chat with Haru for a while.
Over already?
Okay, so what does this do? It's gotten quite late. The atmosphere here makes me lose track of time. I feel like I was able to put my feelings in order. Thank you for inviting me. Looks like spending time with Haru in the jazz club has been affecting Haru's heart.
I feel fantastic.
That increased her stats? Oh, that's cool. And did it level her up? Or did it just... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I think it just upgraded one of her skills. No, it leveled her up. Okay.
All right.
Haru's max SP increased by 20. That should help.
Thank you.
Not very much, but it's still something. Thank you, I had so much fun. I hope you invite me here again. Perhaps it's time to go home. You're a lot longer than expected.
Goodbye.
Got an achievement. Attend the jazz club.
Hi.
Thank you for waiting. Here you go. Thank you. Alright, see you later. Freeze spray seems like something that you would use like on warts. I feel like that would be a warts thing.
Hey.
We're able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? Okay. Let's go. Guidebook for beginners in the popular fishing ponds.
Hey.
The book talks about the fishing pond in Ichigaya, right? Oh, okay, so never mind. The book to Old District of Warren talks about the new Tokyo Skytree. You already know about that area.
All right.
Okay. Special guide on planetariums. Leave the noise and city behind and find refuge in the calming wind and starry skies.
Wow.
Ikebukuro is known for its skyscrapers. I never realized they had a planetarium there. I guess they keep it for exciting by doing things like hiring famous actors as tour guides. In any case, it's not the kind of place you'd visit alone. I recommend taking it somewhere. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
I haven't been to a planetarium since I was like in elementary school. I would love to go to one.
All right.
We actually have one nearby. Wait a second. I know there was one near the local college, but I don't know if it's still open. There's one in Reading. I'm like doxing myself, but that's not doxing. It's an entire city. Public museum. Oh, I want to go to a museum. All right, hold up. You know what? How far away is this? Maybe I'll go. You guys want me to go to the planetarium and document my findings? Because I am like down. It's just a planetarium, so it's not like it's like crazy. It's gonna be crazy expensive. Your location. That's fine. It's an hour away. Yeah, I can do that. Fuck it. Hell yeah! Like I'm down. We'll take Pixelated Chris and Captain Joe. I'm gonna message them right now. I want to go to the planetarium. IRL. We need to make a date. Night. Thanks. In a museum in Reading. I only have so many friends. So getting to do this would be nice. You can also invite people who you may like it there to hang out with you. Okay. Fun to go with someone, just don't fall asleep while they project the constellations. Okay, that sounds like a danger. We're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time. Did Fubo announce the stream?
Today we're going over.
Now then, please open your textbooks. Today we'll be learning about thank you very much. Trigonometric functions. I can gather what that is. Sine, cosine, and the tangent. Oh, I don't remember any of that. This is where a lot of people aren't able to keep up. Why would you panic just from seeing a graph? I don't get it. A complicated formula gets condensed down into a single line. Isn't it simple and elegant? No. All of them have distinct... I just spat on the camera. All of them have distinct shapes that stimulate the imagination. Do they? Now then, Squirrel Son, take a look at these graphs. Why me? I don't know anything about this! Do you know the name of this graph? Your hint is snails. I'm sorry? An S-car graph?
No.
The correct answer is cochleoid, snail-shaped in Latin. What the fuck is that? Rice? I don't know anything about this. I was terrible at geometry because they always made you like remember formulas, and I'm terrible at remembering formulas. Don't you think it looks a bit like the snail's shell? There are many other graphs with amusing names. For example, a devil's curve is called that because it looks like a Chinese yo-yo called a diabolo. There's nothing particularly diabolical about it otherwise. Geometry was the only class I nearly failed. I failed geometry because I just didn't go after a while. Like, I would always skip geometry because I was getting so frustrated because the teacher was annoyingly boring. Oh, it's 10:05 again. It's time for them to ask questions. Yeah, no, it was really... I didn't mind it. It wasn't like the worst class in the world, but it was just... I didn't care. And I knew it wasn't gonna matter. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna be like, oh my god, look at that house. I need to find the total area it takes up right now. No, that's on a blueprint or something. I don't fucking care. I need to find the circumference of that silo over there used for farming. We need to calculate it now. Duh, I mean, okay. Some people may think of math as an enemy like a devil, but there's research that suggests that people who excel at math have higher incomes. I mean, that's probably valid. If you're shooting for a high salary, sometimes you need to be willing to fight demons. Honestly, I feel like fighting demons would be easier than trying to understand graphs like that. Leave it to the math teacher to be like, math is easy.
Oh, Senpai. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Would
Okay.
you mind if I joined you for lunch?
Hell yeah! Not at all!
Thank you. All right, let's head to the roof.
She is such a cutie. I love her.
It's starting to get rather cold, isn't it? Sorry to bring you here. This is something I oughtn't really bring up
Oh,
around
my
other
tomatoes
people.
already.
Senpai, are you still planning to continue on as the Phantom Thieves?
What do you mean?
Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about the Phantom Thieves. Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friends, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thieves. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all. But this change in attitude is simply awful. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet, you're still going to keep at it?
She's so
Why,
cute.
Senpai?
Light just went out. I have to take care of something.
Take care of something. I see.
Yeah. But don't worry about us. There isn't even a 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever lose.
I see. Well, I won't stop you.
She's
However,
so cute.
could I ask a favor? Or rather, could you promise me something?
Sure.
Once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together.
Oh yeah, baby. We can have fun together. I promise.
Then it's a deal. I'm already beginning to look forward to it. So, please be careful out there. Oh, but I plan to keep my other promise I made with you about the physical training. Tomorrow. Is that too sudden? Maybe we should train the day after tomorrow then?
But that day's when...
Another day works better.
I see. Oh, I haven't eaten yet!
Scarf that shit down. Okay,
Come on,
okay,
Senpai.
calm down.
You need to eat too. No
Jesus,
one wins a fight on
Kasumi.
an empty stomach, you know.
I want rice balls.
Hey,
Shinya, yes! Okay, first of all, eat in class, dude. So, I had a teacher that let you eat in class, they didn't give a shit. And I've had teachers that were like, "What? How dare you eat in my class?" Like it even fucking matters. Like, you had a granola bar and she would, like, lose her shit. Like, get over it, lady. I'm here for the vegetables. Like, I've also had teachers who didn't even want you to bring, like, a water bottle to class. Like, oh my god, you're drinking water? How dare you do that? Like, get over it. Oh, Jesus. Haru, your neck just snapped, honey. Are you okay? I need more vegetables. You... Sure. That's right. Makoto. Okay, Shinya is where we're going. So we're gonna have to do that thing.
What shall we do?
I don't think I need to up anybody, really. I think EY, but then he's ready to pop. And Yusuke's ready to pop, Ryuji's finished. How many more people?
What do you think?
Because Akechi's pretty much done. Like, I can't do anything else. He's not appearing, so I'm not worried about him. Maruki can't do anything. Judgment can't do anything. Yeah, Shinya's the only one. Akechi, Yusuke. Yusuke and Haru really need some love. Because I can't even hang out with Haru and Yusuke right now. I have to put up my toy in my room. I keep forgetting. Hi. You know what? He keeps talking about that Phantom Thieves thing. I want to see if I can find it. He said it's in the back alley. Or is that just like a standard thing he says? I want that Phantom Thief capsule. We don't really have capsule machines in America, so, like, we do, but they're shit. They're not nearly as cool as the ones in, Kreisha, in, like, Tokyo. I've seen some of those things. They're awesome.
Oh.
I don't think any of these are what I want. Our capsule machines are shit. Yeah, they're like really cheap. They're like really, really cheap. I wonder what starfish tastes like. They were selling miso starfish there. It's interesting. Is starfish are just like not one of those things that you think about eating? Chunky potage. Potage? What is this? You can never drink all the kernels? Oh no. What's a potage?
Potage.
Potage. It's a thick soup. Looks like it's yellow. Interesting. Nasty.
Oh.
I'm gonna do one capsule game.
That's too bad.
I don't fucking care. Can we sell the capsules that we get? Like, can we even see which ones we have? Like, we can see it, but it doesn't do anything for us. Oh, yeah, I definitely never finished all of our seeds. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to have enough time in the palace before we, you know, steal her heart. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be one of those things that I do next time I play the game. It's okay. It's my fault for rushing through, but I mean, I don't think it affects the ending in any way, shape, or form. The games are on me today. Just be sure to keep up. If you insist. Don't worry, I have a lot of money on me today. Now let's get to it. Get into your stance. Why do you have so much money on you?
Come on, man, you gotta aim.
Now let's get to it. Get in your stance. No, too slow. Jinya's playing erratically. Hey. Give him his money back. What the? Just ignore them. Oda, you took his lunch money, didn't you? He forced you into battle, right? Yeah. And then when I lost, he told me I owed him money. Oh, he's Pokemoning. Who do you think you are? The king? Huh?
Wrong.
I didn't take it, I earned it. That money is from my war fund to help me get stronger. He robbed some younger students, right? Dude, he's turning into a bully because of his mom. What the hell does that mean? You're crazy, just like your mom. Okay. I heard your mom was being weird at a restaurant the other day, too. Oh god, what's going on with her? A waiter caught her leaving without pay, and she said she just forgot. She even snapped at the manager and told him his employees need to be better trained. Shut up. My mom says that your mom is a bully, and you're just like her.
You.
Jesus. Oh no, is she a Karen Rice? Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm the strongest, the best, the king. If you want your money back, you'll have to beat me. He's not making any sense. Somehow, some way, you're gonna pay us back. The only thing you're good at is playing games. Huh? You're just like a bad guy in a movie. I hope the Phantom Thieves get you.
No way.
Bad guy? Me? Really? Even though I'm strong? I'm not a bad guy, am I? You should return the money. But I won, I'm the stronger one. So how am I the bad guy? I guess I already knew that. I felt bad even when I was winning. I won't do it again. I don't want to be a bad guy. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hey. Do you hate me now? Not at all. No, you're just a stupid kid. I too was a kid. Really? Like, really you don't? That's great. I don't want you to hate me too. The Phantom Thieves are strong because they defeat strong enemies, right? Beating up on weak opponents, that's bullying. That's what bad guys do. I was wrong. Thanks, Squirrel Son. I wouldn't have realized this on my own. I feel Shinya's brotherly affection. Okay. Sheep Shot allows you to use down shot 3 times per infiltration.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna head home now. I need to think about what I did. Wait, per infiltration? I was only able to use it once per infiltration. I didn't realize that.
Bye.
I thought it was once per battle. I guess that would have been OP. I'm so glad you picked up. Hey, Squirrel-san, where did I go wrong? I just wanted to be strong like the Phantom Thieves, but somehow I turned into a bad guy without even noticing. The more I thought about everything, the more scared I got. Squirrel-san, are you sure you aren't gonna hate me? Of course I won't. Why are those dialogue options red? Because, so, Chihaya has this ability when you max her for 10,000 yen, you can see the best possible dialogue option each day. So you have to spend $10,000 on her, or 10,000 yen, oh my god, $10,000. Basically $100 on her, and then she can, like, give you cheats. Because it's cheats, yeah. Oh dude, she's so good. The only thing, it doesn't work when you can't actually talk to her, so if it's raining, you can't get that boost. Thank you. I won't make the same mistake ever again. Oh, neat. I thought it was a hero mod? No. No, I don't have any mods of it enabled on the game. Phew, I feel a lot better after talking to you. Thanks, Squirrel-san. I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't know if it's a Royal thing. I don't remember it in the base game, so I think it's a Persona Royal thing. Okay, I'm gonna hang up now. See you in the arcade. I spilled on me. No, I was wondering why I was a little wet. Why can't I do anything right? I can't do anything right. Okay. Tomorrow's the day. Once you send that calling card, there's no turning back. Make sure you finish preparations tonight. Okay, first things first. Most important thing is this. Let's decorate. You see, I don't know if it's cute or ugly. This is just the ramen bowl. Does Kawakami want to make some curry? No. Does she want to make infiltration tools? That might actually fucking help us. Well, let's do shady commodities real quick. Why not? It's not like I'm gonna use the money for anything else. An Ouija board. That's doing it for me. Let's make some tools.
Okay.
Okay. Kawakami, give me some... Actually, Kawakami, make me some go-homes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna ever use this many, but now I'll never run out. Chihaya is being fully supported by Izik. I don't know, $100 a day isn't necessarily like the best. We can go to the Shaz Club again. What day is today? Thursday? Yeah, we'll go to the Jazz Club.
I see.
Let your speed and luck explode with the magical ingredients in this drink. Let yourself be covered in magic.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
Hey!
You know what? Morgana.
Oh!
Oh, me, huh? Yeah.
Yeah!
I wonder if I'd enjoy the cocktails. Guess I'll just have to give it a shot.
Hey, thanks
You're
for
welcome.
coming in.
Ever charge 3,000?
I see.
The noise, the smell. This is definitely a place for adults. Nyahaha. Perfect for a gentleman like me. I like how they literally served the cat a drink.
This drink.
This drink suits my taste. An ordinary cat wouldn't be able to appreciate all the flavor.
Hey!
Pretty small, you know. It's hard for me to keep up with the rest of you. I'm not about to hold everyone back, though. But there's really nothing I can do when it comes to my short stride. So I plan to anticipate things before they happen so that I can act in the shortest time. Pretty good idea, huh?
That's incredible.
Time goes by way too fast. Do you feel the same way? I feel like I got to take a good look at myself. This isn't a bad way to spend time.
All right.
Zoro's magic increased by 2, agility by 1, luck by 1. Good.
Hmm.
We should probably head home. We wouldn't want to get caught.
Wanna head back?
Caught doing what? Drinking? Have you ever been to a mocktail bar? No, I haven't. There's a place in my area with kids' night that does a miners' night. They make delicious milk cocktails. I would give it a shot. I'd have to take my medicine, but yeah. Thank you for waiting. It's gotten to the point where I just carry lactate in my pocket at all times. It's really not okay. What's today the day? Kind of just snuck up on me. Are you alright? I know you went to see him every day. How can he be gone? I feel so sick. There will still be so many things I wanted to talk about with him. Why can't he just stay forever? What am I supposed to do now? Man, you're really a serious case. But it seems like you aren't alone. But he was pretty popular with the girls. Oh, the counselor. He is very handsome. Scroll good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know this is last minute, but if it's possible, could you come and see me during lunch today?
Sure.
Glad to hear it. I wanted to discuss something with you, since it'll be our last chance to do so here.
Last chance?
Well, my role as Shujin's counselor does end today. So technically, it'll be our last opportunity to converse here at the school. I do have a farewell speech to give the school at morning assembly, but I'd also like to speak with you individually. Considering the occasion,
still suspect him.
lunch
Oh,
is on
same.
me. I'll have something special waiting for you, so you look forward to that. Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, I don't trust him. He hasn't given us a reason to not trust him, but I don't trust him.
Dr. Mark, he's really leaving.
It's already been half a year, huh? That sure went by fast.
And finally, we would like Dr.
Being all
Maruki to
kind
share
and trouble to his students, he definitely has secrets, right? Right.
Well, Doctor, if you will.
He's giving us meat for lunch. Oh my god.
Good morning, everyone. As the Vice Principal has mentioned, today marks the end of my tenure at Shujin Academy. Over the past several months, I've come to learn about all sorts of conflicts that you students have faced this year. Troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. But before I leave here, I want to offer you a final piece of counseling. If your situation ever becomes too painful to endure, remember, it's okay for you to escape your problem. I don't want a single one of you to think that an unfair reality you've been forced into is the only one that you have to live.
It's okay.
What
Wait.
I'm trying to say is, even if your life is full of worries, it's best for you not to obsess over them.
He has like
Your existence in this
seriously
world is
and
an
boss
amazing
vibes.
miracle. You deserve to spend your days in happiness. I'll keep on rooting for all of you to have the best lives possible, even after I'm long gone.
Oh Jesus. Maruki, honey. No.
I guess things don't always pan out like you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for having me here this year.
Maruki, you sussy
Good luck
baka.
to you all.
I don't trust the shit out of him.
Dr. Mark!
Sorry.
I wanted to thank him personally, but it may be best to hold off on that for a bit. Mm-hmm. I doubt we could get a word in edgewise anyhow.
Thank you for coming here. Since this is about to be my last meal at Shujin, I've brought the best lunch ever. These tempura bowls are from a restaurant I've been curious about since I first came to the school. I'd always passed on it due to the price, but today is special. Not only that, I ordered the deluxe bowls for us.
Maruki isn't even hot. He gives off broken vibes. But I can fix him! He's Harvey from Star. Oh my god, he is Harvey from Stardew! Ooh, fancy.
Well, you've got to be at least a little lavish on occasions like this, right?
Jesus. There are no words for how delicious this smells.
Ooh, this aroma's really triggered my appetite.
My god, your
Too bad I
glasses.
can't see anything now.
The life of a Four Eyes.
I'm so glad I splurged on that. Upscale dishes like that
It's
really
true,
do
though.
taste incredible. I wish I could just get lost in this bliss forever. Well, now that we've finished our food, let's get down to business. First off, I have quite big news. My paper's done.
You did it.
I've mentioned this before, but still, this is truly thanks to you. Had you not shared your experience and insights with me, this paper never would have been completed.
At
Please,
any time, bro.
Allow me to express my gratitude to you once more as a most helpful student of Shujin,
Okay, getting weird.
and as a phantom thief as well.
How do you know that?
There's no need to be obtuse. Why don't you take a look at the title of my paper over there?
It says interpreting reality through cognitive science and alteration of reality via external influence. Oh no.
You know, the Phantom Thieves' act of changing hearts is rather reminiscent of cognitive science in practice. They infiltrate a reality that exists solely for their target. A reality wholly separated from the one that the public recognizes.
What are you
By
gonna do,
accessing that
Maruki?
world, they gain the means of permanently altering their target's cognition. That is what I hypothesize as being the change of heart you induce in your targets. Should I take your silence to mean I'm correct? To be entirely honest, it was all the way back in April, when I first came to speak with the principal here about providing counseling to you students. I actually witnessed the moment when you came out of an individual's reality like I'd mentioned. You suddenly appeared in the back alley near the school. I believe Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san were with you? Takamaki-san appeared to be extremely exhausted.
Thanks.
I don't remember
It wasn't
that.
long after that scene that Mr. Kamoshida had his change of heart. Beyond what I witnessed, I had also been told that you three were closely affiliated with Mr. Kamoshida in some way. At that point, I was already half convinced that you were involved. I was almost certain Mr. Kamoshida's change of heart was provoked by the three of you.
Why do you keep quiet? Who's in a
Well-
different outfit, yeah.
I've been researching cognitive science ever since I was a grad student. For years, I've been attempting to directly interact with an individual's cognition, so I can help address their pain and despair.
I'm
But,
really worried about
for
this.
certain reasons, this research has never been acknowledged in academia. Despite
He's
that,
gonna try to
I
get rid of
continually
despair.
pursued evidence
That's
that
not
my
good.
hypothesis is correct. It was during that time I happened to come across the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, fresh from a mission. My heart began to dance. I thought to myself, maybe I could complete my research if I were to have your assistance. That's why I approached you and your group of friends in the first place. I hadn't mentioned any of this until now because, well, I didn't want you to take it the wrong way and suspect my motives. But I think that's everything I'd kept from you. Does that change your opinion of me?
Well, we made a deal.
A deal, eh? Well, I'm awfully grateful you see it that way. And just so you know, I have no intention of telling anyone about this.
I'd
If
hope
you don't
not.
believe what I'm saying,
Put you in
you're free
jeopardy.
to change my heart as you like. Thanks to you, I finally know what I need to do. I'm going to stand up to our current reality. I swear I'll use my research to make our world a better place. Though, it'll likely be through different means than how the Phantom Thieves reform members of society.
I'll do my best too.
Indeed. You have a strong moral compass, never losing sight of your own definition of justice. I'm more grateful than ever to have met a young man like yourself. Although it's not like this is the last time we'll see one another.
To be honest, I super doubt there's two individuals working on cognition research, considering it was all Wakaba's research, and she was never part of the Kiryu group from Persona 3. Oh god. Stop making me think!
Still, thank you for everything up to this point.
I am back.
A blood oath. Races the SP cover for my pose. That's
All
what I
right.
remember.
I'm going to follow the path that I believe in. I sincerely hope that one day, at the end of that path, I'll be able to aid you as well. Even if you just considered it to be meddling in your affairs. Whoops. Looks like we're out of time. We'll meet again though, right?
Sure of it. I'm
That's
very
right.
sure of it.
Hey. No, it's nothing. Best of luck to the both of us. See you around.
I don't like that. fan site's on fire as usual. Anyways, tomorrow's finally it. I hope everyone remembers. The date of our plan, of course we remember. That means we're sending out the calling card today, right? Yes, today is our only option. The police have yet to actually make a move, but I'm certain we have reached our limits. We wanted to wait as long as possible to make Makoto's sister panic, right? Yes. Taking that into account today would be the best option. You can speak more in detail about this after school. Alright, see you at LeBlanc.
Boss said he reserved the place just for us. We're free to drink as much coffee as we want.
Makoto just starts vibrating.
Ain't this place always empty, though?
That's rude.
You're right.
Let's just call it a hidden gem.
We're supposed to be discussing where we should send the calling card.
Considering how big the hype's gotten, she'll probably just think it's a prank, won't she?
I could always put it on Sai-san's desk. People know me there, so I could gain access easily.
That's not a good idea. If you're the only one who can get in there, it'll be easily traced back to you. I'll do it. I can just tell her it came for her in the mail. That would be the least risky method.
Sorry, Izik. I didn't mean to make you
No matter
think.
what
Dude,
she
don't do
asks.
that.
I'll tell her I don't know anything.
But Makoto, that's...
You're our leader, so this will be up to you. Should we leave the calling card to Makoto?
I trust her with it.
Is that really the only way?
I'll be okay. I've already traversed far more dangerous ground than this.
We will leave it to you then. Thank you for agreeing to this. I will need to step up my game as well to make up for it.
Very well, then. We'll enter from in front of the courthouse. Does 6 o'clock in the evening work for everyone?
Yup, got it.
Same as always. Well then, let's get ready for tomorrow. Dismissed.
Do I get an evening out?
Okay.
Tomorrow's finally the day. All that's left is to carry out the operation that Makoto outlined earlier.
Anyway,
Now we just need to hand it over, as long as we can get it to Nijima.
Madame
Weird
Sae
filters.
Nijima, a great sinner of jealousy. You have lost yourself amidst your obsession with success. For its sake, you are even willing to promote injustice as justice. From the Phantom Thieves.
I found it in our mailbox.
To think they would send me one. They brand me a criminal and plan to change my heart? What nonsense! They only care about disposing of those who are an inconvenience for them. Fine. I'll just have to catch
Bro, I
them
feel like you're getting
first.
into spoiler territory, please.
And when you do, you're going to interrogate them, right? In some kind of underground room, was it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I just remembered you mentioning something like that before.
That's right. It will be in a special interrogation room underground. My time will be limited, but I will do whatever it takes to make them divulge their secrets.
Let's do this fair and square.
I like how Sai is just fair and square.
I should probably be getting back. It's late, but I should contact the director and let him know about this calling card. I expect things will calm down a little once this case is over.
No!
Once that happens, why don't we go on a trip to some hot springs? Just the two of us.
Yes. I'm on your side. I won't let anyone do anything to you.
What an odd girl.
Do you need to make a call? I'll head up to my room then.
I'm sorry for calling so late. This is Nijima. There's something I need to inform you of. I received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. It was addressed to me directly and... Stand by? And you've transferred command of the investigation to someone else? No, of course not. Yes. I understand. I'll remain on standby until further instructions. Please excuse me.
Okay.
We're about going out tonight. We need to prepare for tomorrow. Sorry for the wait. I believe it went well. Thanks, Mako-chan. It's all going according to plan then, so it's finally come to this. I actually feel somewhat nervous. Don't freak out so much that you screw up, alright? You're one to talk. I ask that you go easy on me. Well then, see you tomorrow. Hold on a sec. Crow, go over the operation again before you leave. It's just as we discussed earlier, is it not? This battle will decide our future. We must ensure we're fully prepared beforehand. Very well, our objective is stealing Saizon's treasure. We will meet at the courthouse at approximately 6 p.m. Good. Want to give us one last word before we go, leader? Let's be careful. I'll be relying on you. What a wonderful, trusting relationship. I will do my best as well.
All right. We can't afford any mistakes, especially not this time. Tomorrow's a big day for us, so let's give it our all.
Let's give it our roll.
Nice.
Alright. Hurry.
I see.
Oh, I can't even call Kawamami. You know what? I'm gonna read.
Hey!
Photo guidebook to the shrines hidden in the big city.
Make sure you close up.
A Bible for shrine lovers.
Wow!
Meiji Shrine, huh? Seems like a mystical place. It's a famous spiritual spot, well known for its walking paths. Quiet places like that seem nice. I bet you'd really be able to relax if you took someone with you.
Oh!
Finished reading Tokyo Shrines. Apparently the Meiji Shrine has its own train station. That's how popular the place is. Nice. Pray your heart out.
All right.
You should take someone there with you sometimes. I guess you could always go alone if you wanted to pray or make a wish for something. Well, I guess we should go to sleep. Staying up too late isn't healthy, you know.
The day has come. Are you all prepared?
What of the calling card, Makoto?
I showed it to Sis. She took it from my very own hands. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you mustn't be so downtrodden.
Yeah, if we screw this up...
No, you're
done
fine,
for.
bro.
It's way more than losing the
Not
place
upset.
we belong. We could even lose our lives here, you know.
It'll be all right. I want to save my sister. Is everyone decided? Mm-hmm. All's well that ends well. So much has happened since we first started. You guys have become quite the reliable team. All right, Joker. This is the Phantom Thieves' final heist. Give us the signal.
Is everyone ready?
Showtime!
I don't think we can go in this way. I'm gonna try. Oh my god, we can? The will seat on like the final floor? Let's leave and save real quick. Because if I, for some reason, just like
I should
implode.
write something.
Where is the final will seat? Can I get it? Let's look real quick. I'm gonna Google it. Okay. Third will seed Psy. High limit lobby. After you've already left the dungeon, come back.
Let's go.
I have something. There it is. I didn't even see this. Hold on, I'm gonna close this because it's distracting as hell.
Oh? Joker. This is Willseed.
So this is Will Seed was just ahead, sorry, but you'll be letting us through. Hold on, Queen, I'm getting a feeling. Alright, that's fine. It's gonna be extra strong because the palace is on full alert.
Let's do this.
Size Dungeon is my favorite aesthetically. I can understand that. Damn it.
Persona! Here!
Yes!
Let's do this! Alright!
Persona!
Threw away a magic ointment? Alright.
Not bad, Mona. All out attack. Persona. Allow me.
Damn it.
Persona. How about this? Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Do it!
They're done for.
Okay.
Panther dodges with grace.
New move! What do you think?
Okay. Let's do that.
All right.
Her will seed. Holy shit! Her will seed's door says "go back." All of the other like signs so far have been like cheering, like cheer you on, because it's a gambling spot. But that one, she really didn't want somebody in here. That's a good aesthetic choice. Yeah, alright. We know what this does. I'm glad we got this.
The last will seed. Sorry.
Whoa!
Where's the treasure? It seems she'd come just as I had planned. As she planned? No, was the treasure put on display to lure us here? So that's why we could faintly see its shape. First off, allow me to compliment you. I never expected you would be able to make it this far. We would much rather have the treasure than your words of praise. Where did you hide it? Come, we shall put an end to this once and for all. It seems as though she wants us to pursue her. Damn it, she's mocking us. Let's go for her.
Do you have a moment?
So, you most likely take us to Saison's location. Everybody ready?
Yes!
Sis, I'll protect you no matter what it takes. I completely forget this. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. I remember the roulette. That's all I remember.
What kind of game will it be this time?
I remember it being difficult when I did
No matter what
but it
you
wasn't
bring
like
out,
too
we
bad.
will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Yeah, there it is. That's what I remember. I don't remember anything else.
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this
How did she
stage.
get there?
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone, be on alert.
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it.
I don't trust her. We're like doing no damage.
May the best player win!
Bet HP. Alright.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of
See how you
course,
cheat at
acts of
this.
Violence are forbidden here. One must
Okay.
follow the rules.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
No, because if we attack her,
That's
she's gonna
fine
fuck
by
us
me.
up.
Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
All right.
I can't attack her, but I can still strengthen myself.
Come forward. I have a step.
I have a feeling even if I do this on her, she's gonna freak out.
Let's do this!
Persona! I feel so powerful. Persona! Here!
You will predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Now, the time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
No matter what I
Positive
do,
she's
it's
going
probably
to
gonna
try and
fail.
cheat. But even if we bring
Yeah.
that up, she'd just ignore us. We should go along with the game for now, and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Predict which pocket the ball will fall. Various bonuses will apply. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, how will you bet?
Red or black? Red.
Have you made your decision? Then let's see the results.
Let's go into lurk mode. Junior requires walkies, that's fair.
We lost. Have you figured anything out, Joker?
Most certainly have.
How is she doing it?
There's a glass lid.
See, you're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
We don't want to let her keep scamming us, right?
Yeah.
I can go whenever.
I'm ready whenever. I'm going.
May the best
Just
player
grenade
win.
the thing.
The stuff displayed on the monitor changed. That must mean the betting changes every time.
Okay, I can't attack.
Not this.
I don't know its weak point.
Persona!
It's trial and error time.
Wait, is that Heat Riser? Yeah.
Persona!
And we'll just use this to heal ourselves.
Ready when you are.
Let's
This'll
just
do.
do that.
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to wait for the
The
next movement.
visual!
Very well, time to make your bet. Well,
I have a feeling no matter
how will
what
you
I pick, I
bet?
will always win. Uh, 1 through 12. Sure.
Hopefully your prediction will be correct this time.
Through 9,000 yen away, that's it?
What?
Joker! What was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating! You coward! What are you so quiet for? Say something!
Shut up! Shut up!
Those are some pointy ass nipples.
What the?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win except for me! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be totally crushed!
So this is your true nature? We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker. What the? The roulette panels changed?
How about this?
I don't remember this.
Super move. Ultra.
She's probably gonna change her type or something. Charged up and focused. Nice.
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
Okay.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Come! Go down!
Nice.
Persona! Satan! Birthday!
Persona! Go! Persona!
Okay, so it's wind.
My justice has revealed to me. I must judge evil like a furious tempest.
Oh shit, Ryuji.
Hang in there! She's going to come at us with
Let's
wind.
go.
Stand firm.
I need lightning.
You're mine.
Go back in action. That time.
Do I have any heals with her? No. I have...
For times like this. Persona.
I don't think that's gonna matter.
Only victory matters. To guarantee it, you have to be willing to do anything. No matter what happens here, I need to keep winning.
Okay,
What
lady.
kind of logic is that? It's about time you came to your senses. Hang in there! Go! Are you okay? Keep an eye on your health.
Go down.
Still win.
Go back in action. That time. Persona! This one.
Do that.
Lather step.
And then that.
Sorry.
Take this!
Feels pretty good.
Let's go.
There. Persona!
Take all of this shit, dude.
Persona.
I have a feeling if I use anything but the element she's weak to, we're gonna have a problem, so...
Hey, any advice here?
I'm working on it! I'm working on it.
I'm using it.
Oh, crap, I meant to use the electric Magatama. Whatever.
It's my resolve.
Die, die, die!
Persona!
Yes.
Go down. Super Persona!
Okay, let's try this again, but use the right one. Do I not have an electric Magatama? Is that not a thing? Yeah, alright. Then I guess we...
This one.
hustle.
Time for my persona.
That'll probably bounce right the fuck off.
Have this.
I just need to win. As long as I can win. That's all that matters. Die, die, die!
That was awesome, Mona.
It's freaking nothing.
It's time. Ravish them.
And she's dead. What? Come on, man.
This'll do. All right.
Winning is all that matters.
Was she about to kill everyone?
I'll do something about this.
Bitch! Well, thank you. Frickin' Futaba coming in clutch.
With this power,
skill.
Goddamn. Yeah, alright. Everything, because I have a ton of light stuff. This boss battle seemed too quick. It's because I'm over-leveled.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made was a great experience for me. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves.
Back to your real work now.
Yes. And you all shall end this Phantom Thieves business. That was part of the promise after all.
Oh
Don't
wait, we
forget.
can just kill him and then keep our
Alright,
identity
we don't
secret.
need to stay here any longer. Are you alright? I am. Let's go.
Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good.
We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here?
There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something!
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous.
I'll do it.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back.
We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember?
Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, this is how the game started.
There's someone here.
I love this. This is so cool. That being said, I don't think those signs could support a human's weight. Just saying. I didn't mean to move my mouse, and now it's awkward.
Hey, up there! He's here. Move it immediately.
This is my fault for trying to stay hydrated.
Good. Now get running!
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away. But have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smoothly.
You're in the metaverse though. You don't weigh much there. That's true. Like we're jumping like crazy people.
Remember where we're meeting up? No.
Stop right there!
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists within. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Get it, Arsene.
Let's go.
No threat. Get him, Joker. Everyone else, take position.
There!
Use route B.
This'll hurt.
Stop using fire!
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful! Joker, behind you! Go through that door! You should be able to get out that way.
Futaba has Matrix vibes.
Dude, can you
When they're like on the
us?
phone telling them to go, where to go.
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker! Wait a sec. What the? I'm getting a weird reading heading your way! Come on, run!
The intruder simply can't be found. Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What?
Hide in the shadows and sneak past when you're... Okay, no. I don't need to. I'm good. Understood, continue the search. Okay, fine, whatever.
Alright!
Now, so she has to make a run for it. I'll be fine. How many of them are there? I think okay, the security level might rise if it takes too much time. I know. I'm just looking for another route. Just hang on. Ah, perfect time, Joker. Look up. Can you use that thing to fly over there? Alright, let's go right from here. Okay, that's fine. Can you get this way? No.
Joker, stop!
Oh, this is where we see Kasumi.
Even you can't take on this many.
Yeah, I can.
Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too!
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
She does it all in heels. That's why you know she's a badass. She's like that girl from the movie Cloverfield that runs in heels throughout the entire motherfucking movie. There's a reason why she's the only one who lives.
My weak
Spoilers.
self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
She's so cool. She is.
That's... It's been a while since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's win this!
Come at me, clown shoes, you bitch.
Do it.
I'm ready to go!
She's so cute.
Landing. I think that's the last of them.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right? Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Joker, you need to get out of there! Go, go, go!
Alright, let's do it!
Up the stairs at the end of the path. Just a little more, so hang in there.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
How much that would hurt.
What a show off.
Glass is not soft, as opposed to when movies show it.
Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go. Go, go, go. Get over there.
Thank goodness they aren't in reality then. Using your brain. I like the idea of there being this many cops in like one small area
Kid.
over to get one
You have
person.
your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
It's just like hundreds of cops for one person.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Oh no, they caught him for his harem tribe. Saving is highly suggested. The story will progress greatly soon. Would you like to save now? Aw, look at you trying to look out for me. apparently in the original version of the scene, it wasn't just needles. It was like torture equipment. And then they like censored it and made it needles, which is insane to me.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up!
Congratulations, you finally finished the tutorial for realties. God damn.
What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
What do you mean?
You still haven't figured it out?
Don't slam my head on the floor.
There are no laws here to protect criminals like you.
I want him to say harder.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place.
This is fine. This is normal.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Best part is the main character actually drugged and tortured by the Japanese government. God damn it.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
It's so creepy.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be...
Oops.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
She's been talking to me for like 7 months.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
Not over
I
yet.
still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
What do you want?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people. Even
I
if
see.
Just told you
So you
everything
won't
up
speak
to
a
this
word
point.
about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
That's impossible.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining.
Lightening your sentence as if there's any evidence he did anything to begin with. Killing a minor for suspicion would garner public headlines. How would you prove it? You have to prove without a reasonable doubt. I don't know if it's the same in Japan. I would assume it's, if not exactly the same, very similar. Prove without a reasonable doubt that he committed these crimes. How would you prove without a reasonable doubt? I don't know a thing.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It's a dirty tactic.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one suspected of foul crimes.
You're foul. Justice is on our side.
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Saving others.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale.
The Japanese government would have to make public Wakaba's cognition research, the existence of palaces, and that they have been using the research over 10 years to control public figures. Dude, Rice?
But many people
They're not
have
gonna do
fallen
that.
victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
Then blame a high schooler who's only been involved for less than a year for their crimes. Yeah. Are you leaving it here?
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
Won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
All those pancakes.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Do you know this place?
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right, there's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
You do it. Alright.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I might.
You're not joking, are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Show it?
That's right. I'm sure Makoto and the others told you about it. We need to show it to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that run, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate.
Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do
It
that.
appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
feel as if Sai fully understands me.
I am thou. Thou art thy thou.
The blood earth. The earth of blood. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. What the fuck ability is that? That's not an ability. What the fuck?
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? A Ketchikan? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Jesus Christ, Akechi.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this.
Really?
Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Such a little bitch. Damn, Akechi. Breeze.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Wait, did I get the bad ending? Wait. Wait. Wait, no. See, that would be the face that I made if I didn't know this was already gonna happen. Yeah, I know what happens here. Sorry. I have played this game before. But they do it really well to make you think that you got the bad ending. It makes me really happy. Like, that is peak storytelling. Wait, why did it have a silencer on it? Wait, did Did the guard just have a silencer for his own pistol? Why would he need a silencer? And I didn't see Akechi quick shove that thing on.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
To not make noise.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
It would be much better if they didn't immediately plot and invalidate the Cole scene, though. I think if, after that scene where he walks away, they immediately did a save option to make you think that the game was over, that would make it feel, like, really, like, good. But it's fine.
Is there any possibility they'll want to...
I remember thinking that I fucked up the first time I watched it.
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in
It also
fear of
doesn't
death.
help that Akechi's name is so close to Adachi's name.
Make sure
So you just automatically think of him.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now.
Like, there are how many Japanese names, and they continuously use names that are similar to others. Like, Yusuke and Yosuke. Come on, guys. There are, like, how many names? Really?
Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No. He can't.
Oh no, I feel so bad for SIU director.
Even me. God damn it.
Oh no, and not anything worthwhile was lost. Good golly.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
Oh, you know what? Maybe the guard just had it,
Me
a silencer on it automatically, because he was an accomplice. That would make sense. Okay.
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor. And considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome.
Yeah, if they played this scene first, I would be much happier.
Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Why is On wearing the bottom half of a bunny suit for that shoot? I just noticed that. I mean, that's
potential accomplices. However,
fashion.
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal, right?
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery.
People should just chill and don't know
Regardless,
anything
the
about
police are
that.
looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
Everybody be like,
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Did you ever play Persona Q, Izik? We own it. Dilly played a lot of it, but I have never played it, and I don't really know anything about it. So, obviously no spoilers on Persona Q. There? Yeah. I also wanted to do Strikers at some point.
You realized it too, then.
We have a lot of stuff to play.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
I think he's lying.
Right. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
You should be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
Is there any way?
Right, we really need your help.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you.
I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan.
That's perfect.
Did you understand that?
Of course I did.
Futaba going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clear. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Why would you forget all of this to begin with, though? The torture. Still got tortured. Fun fact, if you oust your friends, that is where the game ends. You get the bad ending. He just comes in and shoots you in the face, and that's it. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we never know the motivation. Cops and high political figures never execute prisoners in order to keep state secrets a secret. Never. Kidding? They just happen to always kill themselves in prison. So coincidental. I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. I have to pee so bad. I'll be right back. also charged my phone. So it's at 70% because I didn't charge it last night.
Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off the memories I thought were gone or starting to come back?
Are you listening?
I am.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
He's so smart.
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really? You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
But man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
Ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides,
Hi, Captain Shaga.
neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
Oh, poor Shoji.
So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move
It's
before they
Sojiro.
did.
Sojiro is the ultimate evil.
I see.
He throws curry at them.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
Persona 4 and 5 are already connected in a way that makes sense, at least. It's just Persona 3 that is standalone for now. No, in Persona 4 you visit another school, and it has one of the people from Persona 3 in it. Like, you literally visit their other school.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
We had no idea.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was reckless.
We still managed to pull it off, though.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
Did they shorten it?
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
I was.
I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Oh my god.
The
It's
bad
so
guys
fucked
have
up.
that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
Akechi walks the fuck in right
His
now.
body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Get coffee.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though. I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was a breeze.
How tough are you?
It's
I have a
still
lot of
freaked
guts
me
from
out
watching
when I saw
horror
the
movies.
suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Yeah, I'm hardcore. I read a book about
I knew
Cthulhu
right away
once.
that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From
Oh,
here
today's
forward,
Dilly's
I will do my
birthday!
utmost to assist
Everybody's
you.
happy
You
birthday to
saved me,
Dilly!
after all.
It's 11/21!
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too.
I just realized.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Okay, let's not
sure?
ruin Sojiro's
This
business.
guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
Oh, that's true.
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Considering I have people over
Let us
constantly
accept
for
his
banging
offer.
upstairs.
What a great man.
Summary of the story up to this point is locked.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
That's what he just did. He just did it.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Wait.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
I don't think I can max all my confidants. I just did the math.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Everybody but you, Sky.
Who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Really?
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
Tony Stark opposition.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
It's been 30 minutes.
Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always.
It's okay, we're all here for
Then
this
let's check them out.
exposition. Race.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The diet building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
Jesus.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Scandal!
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd
my
be
God, Shido,
troublesome if
calm the
someone
fuck
else
down.
uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it.
Basically, most of these conversations are
well,
Shido bad.
I got that out of his shadow, so technically
Shido bad.
he did it himself.
Akechi bad.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
I mean, what else is fucking
The public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
We literally have
There's
politicians
no need to
who
be
can't
ruined along with
freaking
such
exist
incompetent
without
fools.
help.
I will lead this country
Like,
to its revival.
active
Those
help.
who get in the way must be eliminated at times.
To stand next to them
That's
to
the
help them
correct way
think.
to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained the public...
It's true, like, everybody is so pro Shido in this world. They're like, oh my god, Shido!
The police were no exception. With their management...
They're like, oh my god, he's just like us.
Keeping them in check was easy.
Shido is like Jennifer Lawrence from 2007. He is just, he's
They
everywhere.
were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
I guess
Popularity
2009.
was a bit beyond my expectations.
Still.
But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was open the
I like Jennifer Lawrence, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he acts like he's so down to earth, and he's just like an everyman's kind of man. He's just like the best.
Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned.
I fully expect Shido to get on like the podium and be like, you know, I could just talk to you guys about politics, but honestly, I just want to put my feet up and watch TV while eating a slice of pepperoni pizza, if you know what I mean.
However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen.
Did you know Shido spent a few years in Korea teaching English before moving to Canada to become a YouTuber?
Your assistance has been very influential.
He's just like
in making
us,
my
you know.
plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. The array of cutscenes are over. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
Chief's right. Let's take it easy for the day. Hey, another box game for you.
Hey, hey!
Sure, we'll give it garden energy.
Nice.
These are cheap, but it's far better than giving it nothing.
Yes! Yeah!
Even though it's the same old attic, it's an important place for you, huh? I can't even do anything? At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even though it's that's putting it too lightly. You had hit rough in there, didn't you? Only a little. But she was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. Thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess I'd head home. Go to bed, alright? Sleep.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Does this mean we can't call Kawakami anymore?
Don't worry about it.
Of course we can.
This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to
After
face so
today.
far.
Just not tonight.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep.
Morgana's like, I'm human,
You know,
and I also
something
like
that
sleeping.
Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Zero 3.2%. That's great. Apparently Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. Akechi.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is.
God,
Plus,
shut
the current
up,
government has been getting
everyone.
wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum at the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're a bad teacher. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I'm so confused. But as long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Seriously. I descended that phone into my thigh. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves has died? How could the police just let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together. Seriously. Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite a long time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. Received word from Squirrel's family that it might be absent for a bit. He might be absent for a bit. But it's 10:05, so I'm gonna ask him a question about Mount Everest. Squirrel-kun, answer me. How many snowflakes are on Mount Everest this time of year? What do you think people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. No problems here. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you were back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. I just got a chat message from Hoya! Some crazy stuff is going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? Fine. Really? That's good. The chaos over here is because of the Phantom Thieves. You're still alive, so you must be scheming something, right? I gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here. But try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. And you can take your time with it, too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
We can find that out by finding the general density of the snow on the mountain at this time of the year. When finding the general volume in snow-based yearfall, multiplying by the number of crystals by the volume. Let's try. Think of the keyword. What's the chief's curse energize you? I don't wanna. I wanna talk to Shinya. Just start saying random words in front. Like, they act like this is the weirdest shit or the hardest shit when you can literally just be saying words in front of the phone and it'll eventually be like, oh yes, accepted. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. I've heard, it is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. Well, he's trying to be a ruler, so maybe castle? Kingdom? Been behind all these mental shutdowns. I mean, the weird accidents from these past few years was his fault. Like that subway accident back in April. That you mentioned it, the accident lost the Minister of Transport's job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care about all the innocent lives? Of course not. What the fuck, On? Get your shit together. This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could he ever understand what goes on in the mind of this horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we could just go there and try to think of it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Izuku-kun to join, but will it be okay? Won't somebody spot him from there? Yeah, we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with blazing speed. Alright, let's have Izuku join us there. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, it's a meeting in front of the Diet Building. Force that bastard's palace open.
Let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
I'm gonna hang out with Shinya.
You going out?
See you later.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
God, I'm gonna have to rewatch this VOD.
Hey,
He just
you
got
think
back
he's
from
guarding
running
his whole
errands and
palace
damn
with a
morally
barrier?
struggling.
Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay? We should all think about this tonight.
I just wasted an entire day.
The
An
criminals calling
entire day.
themselves The Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
Oh god, I need to
The
save.
election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking into Shido's interviews online. They also sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old, and he's gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister for real? He was especially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently he also won a contest for people who would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become a prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning of the behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
My fucking god. Everybody won't stop texting. Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens, well, supposedly. Is everyone blind? We'll just need to shed a light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay if my sister joins us tomorrow? She's hoping to be she can be of help to us as well. Great. Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. It's all this love's for Shido. I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. Oh my god, we can actually study. Oh my god. Imagine. Can I go out?
Hey.
Can't go out, right?
Hey.
Let's go Kawakami.
Make sure you close up.
Hi.
Okay, let's save. So I don't forget. Because I have to get going.